Welcome back to K&L Farms. I'm Ken. You probably know that. Woke up this morning, it was 12 degrees. It's doing something. I'm not sure what it's doing. It's between a frozen hail and a freezing rain. But if you go back on my channel, you'll find out I would say it's just a Tuesday. I'd rather see snow than I would whatever it's doing now. But I gotta keep, I would just snow blower, keeping the main driveway open. And I got a comment, which I appreciate the comments, but I got a comment on my channel. And I think it was around the video that actually said the truth about homesteading. So what they said was, they said, well, just build a heated shop up against the house, next to the house, and then just throw a log on the fire and have a good day and get on the snowmobile and spend the rest of the day on the snowmobile. I think that's the epitome of being unstable, financially unstable. Because say I did that, because right now I spent 30 years, 40 years being financially stable, building whatever I have, my barns and my thing, and on the video I've got to go out and clean water troughs, feed animals, tend to animals in the morning, because they're not in a heated building. So say I do what that person, that subscriber says, and I drop $200,000. Now I'm back on the train. Now I'm back on what the 1%ers want you to be, and that's chasing the carrot. And back when I was in the mill, had a buddy of mine, first name was Brian, I won't tell you his last name, and we went through a negotiating period, and Brian would carry this stick with a string and a carrot on the end, and the carrot represented the dollar, and he would carry this carrot around all the time so that we would realize that we're just chasing the dollar. And 26, maybe 25, I realized that I didn't want to be that guy. I didn't want to do that for the rest of my life. And I will put up, at a later date, I will put up a course, a paid course that you can review to get out of financial independence of the 1%ers and back to, I don't know if you go back to, because most individuals don't realize what they're doing, is the credit train, credit. So say I do the building or do what he wanted me to do, and I put the building up. I'm down $200,000 to do what he wanted to do, to fend off me coming out and fighting weather, snow, sleet, whatever this may be, for 2 months, and I'm in the hole $200,000, and I'm back on the treadmill. I'm just trying to get to hand to mouth. You give me a paycheck and I put it towards the $200,000. I don't think that if you want to become a homesteader, that's the condition you want to be in. You do not want to be in financially strapped to something that you have to get up every morning and go and work for 8 hours or 10 hours, and they pay you a minimal amount from paycheck to paycheck. I strived for 30, 40 years to not be in that condition. The other thing I might bring to your attention is yes, this morning I had to go to town, and the town I live in, and the one point I was going to bring up, I haven't yet, is it's not actually a town. Where I live at in Washington State it's valleys. I live in a valley. The next valley is just 11 miles below me. So in the valley I live in, they have a post office, and when it gets to this type of condition, you don't get mail. You got to go to the post office. So I go to the post office, and that's just some of the things I was thinking about this morning that I did in lieu of trying to get enough that we could commute back and forth to Blacktop. Now I went down to the post office because my wife had medication at the post office. Otherwise, I wouldn't have. But I still try and keep this fairway or the driveway open enough that that if there's a medical emergency or something, or EMS, which the town I live in, the valley I live in, EMS, myself, my son-in-law, and my daughter all live on the homestead, and we're probably 30% of the EMS for the area. So I need to get that vehicle. If somebody else has an issue, I need a vehicle or some vehicles to get to the Blacktop, to get to the fire hall, to get to go help other individuals. Or if I haven't, because I have a fairly big, I don't know if you go with big, but several buildings, so that if I got to go to the fire hall to get a truck, that I can get the truck to me. And that was kind of a thing last year. I was in a business meeting for the fire hall, and they said, we need this big a footprint in order to get trucks in and out for people. And so I've been trying to make it so that we can make that big a footprint from that meeting to now. Because before my grandkids and my kids moved onto my homestead, we would narrow it down, whatever our vehicles narrow now. I mean, I'm looking at a vehicle right now, I'm thinking 6 or 8 feet, whatever one snow plow width would be, is what we used to do for keeping the driveway open, and now it's 2 snow plows. So the average lane is 9 feet, and I try and keep my stuff open to 10 or 11 to get us out and the EMS vehicles in. And I'm just going to carry on. And the other thing is, if you like this content, please hit the like and subscribe, and also watch another video. And thank you, and have a good day.